Welcome, or welcome back. Last year I did a little thing and I made this right here. This fursuit that you're currently seeing. And it was a lot of fun, actually. And some not fun as well, but most of it was fun. Honestly, the best part about making a fursuit is like the end of it. I love just being a silly little deer whenever I want to. I'm ready to make another one today because while this one is good, it was my first one ever and it has quite a few flaws. And you know, I probably could fix them, but like, why would I do that when I can just make a whole new fursuit? So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I'm excited. The first step to any fursuit really is something that fursuit makers will call the bucket head base. And I have mine sort of started. I've cut out a piece with all the right measurements, I hope. This is my second piece because I got it wrong the first time. I did a method where I cut it into this sort of like crown shape, and the idea is that I'm gonna glue all the triangles together, and then by the end of it we should have like a little cylinder with a rounded top. I'm gonna get to gluing this together and I'll report back to you for how it looks. Yeah. I've now reached a point that if I want to do anything else, really I need to get the design for my fursuit out of the way. A bucket head base is going to be the same pretty much regardless of like what your suit looks like, but the next steps are much more like custom to what I want. So yeah, it's just going to be a version 2 of like my current suit. There's just a few like marking differences that I had to like figure out before making it, you know? So it's going to be really important later on because this isn't actually just going to be a partial suit. The plan is that this is going to be a full body suit, but that's probably going to be in like a part 2 if I ever finish this video, because I want to get this out before the end of the year, preferably. And here's the final design. I think it's really cute, and yeah, now we can use this to base the rest of our suit off of. It's also useful because it helps me figure out the colours of fur that I want to order. I'll show you here. I got like a sample of a bunch of browns and creams and, you know, the colours that my sonar is, and then using my reference sheet I found the colours closest to what I want and I've ordered them up. I would always recommend, by the way, that you buy fur samples before you actually get the fur, because on the first suit that I made I didn't do that. And I wasn't the happiest with the fur that they sent, and the backing shoe really easily, and like, granted I was a beginner and I didn't really know how to like shave down the fur properly, but still, it doesn't always look like the pictures. If I did not have these samples, I would have probably ordered some very different colours. That's it for like the design portion of this video. Yeah. We have a package! Let me sit down. Look at it! How do I open this? Where are my scissors? Hi! Oh my god, this is my cat Ivy. Say hi. Anyway, anyway, these are the eyes that I got. I'm gonna use them for my bucket head base. Speaking of which, yeah, look at it. I had to add a bit on the back because it was too small, Apparently my head is just really big, I don't know. Hi, this is like a month later, but hi, I did a little work, and I really should have recorded most of it, but look at it. I think he looks really good from like almost every angle. I'm so proud of this. This is actually my second try, I won't lie. I did another one, but we don't need to worry about that. I think he looks so good. I think I want to add like a bit more shape to the cheek area, and I have to line the mouth after this, but yeah. Let's go do that. Howdy, I'm back. Yeah, hi. So, let me show you the lining that I did. It's two colors. It was a pain to sew, because I glued one of the bits in, and then, like, I had to sew the other piece to it, and it was really annoying, and I really didn't like it, but, yeah. Whatever. The next thing that I'm gonna do is gonna be this. Tape. Yeah. So, last time I did this, I just used this little thin tape here to cover my suit. But, fuck that. This time, I have these thick pieces, and I'm hoping that these can help. Where'd the other tape go? I still might need that. But yeah, did you see, like, how much thicker this is? It's gonna be so much easier, gonna save me so much time. We're gonna ignore that I'm recording this in post, and, it actually didn't stick, so I'd use the other one anyway. Anyway, bye! Hi, welcome back. He's all taped up. Some of it is like peeling off, so I really need to do the next steps quickly, but yeah, look at him. I did such a good job. Anyway, I have a knife. Yeah, I'm gonna cut out the pieces with this knife, maybe some scissors, I don't know. But yeah, this is so that I can have like a template, so I can like cut out some pieces of fur to get the pattern that I want. Sorry for leaving so soon, but bye! Hi again, I just wanted to say I did it, you know, as you can see right here. I cut up all of the tape and then I put it onto paper and curled that up, and now we're gonna cut the fur up. So, see ya! Okay, time to show you what all of this has been leading up to. Let me go grab my thing and show you my progress. Right now, all of this is like pinned together, so, you know, it looks pretty bad, but when it's sewn together and glued down, it's gonna look great. The next thing I want to do is like the lining on the inside, so we're gonna do that. I'm sorry, this is so short. Bye! Hello again. Look at this lining. I've also sewn together the face. It was just really annoying to like record that. But yeah, look at the guy. There goes an eye. Anyway, I have a list of things that I need to do still right here. Whoa, look at that list. It's a weekend, so I'm gonna try to get all of that done over this weekend, and we'll see if I can manage it. This is gonna be the final stretch, and then after that, our suit's gonna be done. I'm actually so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Let's go. And with that, I'm finished making this fursuit. I'm so proud of how it all came together, and I think that it looks really awesome. It's kind of bittersweet, to be honest. This guy I'm wearing right now is kind of, you know, stepping down, passing the torch onto a new fursuit. Yeah. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for, like, this new era. Anyway, I'm about to do a little photo shoot in some forest area, so I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait for you to see my fursuit in its new glory. So, without further ado, I guess it's time to show my new fursuit to you. Well, this is the new me. I'm so happy with this suit. Like, I'm actually so proud of it. And to think that, like, this took me 2 months as well. My last one took me, like, half a year. Anyway, making a fursuit is, like, such a trust the process thing, and there was so many points where I was doubting myself and, like, questioning whether or not this fursuit would actually turn out alright. And as well, the fact I had an old one meant that, like, I had to surpass that, you know? I already have a fursuit. I need to make this one better than that one. But, you know, I did it. I love it. There's gonna be some people who prefer the original, but I love this one. I'm also kind of proud of this video. Like, it's my first ever time doing something real, you know? I'm real. I'm not Minecraft, but if you do want to look at any of my Minecraft videos, I'm really proud of them. You should go see them. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking by and watching my journey. It's been a pleasure to have you. And there's one more thing left to say. Bye!